Kindness. The quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. Or, my definition, the ability to give hard truths, reject blatant lies, and give the hurtful words in the pursuit of authenticity and moral intention. Right? So, kindness. The the thing to understand and preference with kindness, because I think a lot of people get it misconstrued with another word that is very similar, absolutely, but is flawed, is being nice. You always hear, "Oh, be nice," or "I love being nice," or "I want a nice woman," I want a gentleman who is nice," and things like that, right? But to be nice is very different from being kind. And you have to ask, what is kindness, right? Kindness is taking the time to actively and genuinely seek bringing positivity and light into yourself and the people you interact with. Where does your morality lie? In the faith of God or in yourself, right? So, to be nice has a flaw. Specifically, what that flaw is when it comes to being nice is some people like to do a save face. I guess is the best way to explain that, right? And what does it mean to save face? A perfect example. No, I can't say that. I'm trying to be nice. Or no, that's not nice. You shouldn't say that. No, that's not nice. You should avoid that action. No, that's not nice. You should avoid offending that person, hurting that person, right? But to be kind is to understand that sometimes the hurtful words have to be said, right? Because where does your morality stay? Are you truly being kind and letting someone know what it is, even if you know it might hurt them? Because where your morality and your genuality, I think if that's even a word, right? But if you are genuinely there to let that person know what it is, and because you care for them, right? And it's not you care. It's not you care for them just because. Right, because the thing about kindness is it comes from a standpoint of where your morality lies and where you are genuine, right? And a big thing about that is are you pulling that morality and that genuineness from yourself and what you see out in the world, in society, or are you pulling that morality, right? Are you pulling that generosity from your faith, right? Your faith in God. That's always something you should always go back to, right? Your foundation. Your foundation should be your relationship with God, right? But yeah, kindness has its flaws. I don't. Being or my apologies. Niceness has its flaws, and that's just a fact, right? So when it comes to being kind, it's also a matter of understanding that your kindness should be able to stretch infinitely. There's not a single moment where you shouldn't be seeking to be kind to the people around you, to the people you care about, or to strangers. It doesn't matter. You should always be kind because being kind doesn't force you to save face. Being kind doesn't force you to lie, right? And being kind doesn't get teetered by a morality scale. Being kind is true moral intention, to act with heart pure in value and motivation. How motivated are you to be pure? How motivated are you to once again be obedient to God, right? Like there's so much. Like are you reflecting how you value others and the people around you? And then where does that motivation come from? Right? why are you in that girl's DMs flirting? Are you truly trying to be a kind and God-fearing man for her, for a genuine friendship or relationship? Or are you seeking something else? Right? Did, like, do you actually want that higher position at work, right? Because you have a plan of, and the motivation of wanting to have a positive impact on your workplace environment or the people around you? Or is that extra money and that dollar sign just too, you know, too hard to miss out on? Right? So a question you should ask yourself. Why does the difference between being kind and being nice matter?